In 2025, while most health professionals are still struggling with awkward sales calls, I'm closing 40 to 60% of my high-ticket health coaching clients using AI-enhanced technology and revolutionary sales framework, where most majority of people are barely hitting the 20%. I know that sounds like a bold claim, but today I'm gonna pull back the curtains and give you my exact script. The same one that allows me to enroll high-value clients consistently without feeling salesy or being pushy. And the best part, it's designed specifically for health professionals who actually care about their client success. So let's get right into it. Let's be real. Most health professionals, they hate sales. It's not because they don't want to help people. It's because they're doing it wrong. They rely on outdated scripts, focus too much on features of their program or services instead of actual transformation. And worst of all, they just sound like everyone else. But in 2025, we have a massive advantage. AI-powered conversation intelligence and behavioral analytics, we can create a sales experience that feels natural, eliminates objections before they even come up, and convert at an insane rate. And today, I'm giving you the exact framework that helped me close 40 to 60% of my consultations into our high-ticket health programs. Let's start with the psychology behind it. High-ticket sales aren't just about selling. They're about trust, connection, and logic. 3 core principles drive successful conversations. Number 1 is going to be trust through authority. This is where you have to position yourself as the go-to expert in your niche. If clients see you as just another coach, they're going to treat your program like just another expense. And this is where they want to shop around and see what other people have to offer and not actually commit to you and the method that you have. Now, the key here is to try and demonstrate your expertise through your content and your marketing, testimonials, and positioning before the call even happens. Number 2 is going to be emotional connection. So people buy with emotions first and then they justify it with logic. Your job is to make them feel seen, heard, understood, and confident that you are the only person who can solve their problem. And this is where storytelling, pain point alignment, and future pacing all come in. Number 3 is going to be logical justification. Now, even when they're emotionally bought in, people need logical reassurances. They want to know, what's my return on my investment? How is this better than what I've tried before? And this is where value stacking, risk reversal, and ROI demonstration makes all the difference. Now, I understand some of the health offers that are out there, they are non-ROI offers, meaning it's not like a weight loss program where you're like, you're gonna lose X amount of weight in X amount of times and you can literally see it in your physique. With non-ROI investments, this is where they gotta feel like they're gonna get a higher investment out of it by feeling better, therefore being able to accomplish more, by having more energy, therefore being able to have a better job. Whatever is their lack in life that's causing their life to have a lower quality, you want to get those golden nuggets and be able to show how your program is going to be the perfect transformation for them to get them to that next phase. When you master these 3, then closing becomes effortless. So let's break down the actual script. This is the exact type of a script that I use to close majority of my health coaching clients. And what I want you to know is that you gotta sound fluid and conversational. What helped me the most was basically practicing it as I was taking a shower or being in a bath or walking down the street. The more you have that script in your mind, the more natural and flowing it becomes. But regardless, the pillars and how you should take them through the whole script is the same. So phase 1 is going to be all about connection. This is where you want to spend about 5 minutes to establish your authority, show the goals of the call, and we don't want to have any small talks or chit chats. You need a pattern interrupt to grab attention. So this is where you can say something like, most people start these calls by showing their program and the cost. But I want to start it by understanding exactly where you're at and whether or not I actually can help you, because there are some cases that I can't help. And if it's the right fit, we'll show you exactly how our program looks like, what it's going to get you, and basically we go from there. Sounds like a good plan? And then they're like, yeah, absolutely, that sounds great. So this way they know that you're not just out there to get them, that you literally would only push your program if they are going to be a right fit, and that you don't work with everyone, you only work with some people. So this immediately establishes that authority and trust that we want them to have. Then next up is going to be rapport building. This is where you're going to be needing to relate to their struggles in an authentic way, not just surface level chit chat, which we move on to phase 2, the discovery phase. This is where you got to diagnose their real problem. Because what they think is the issue is usually just a symptom. So you got to ask deep dive questions like, what's been your biggest struggle in reaching your health goals? Or what have you tried before? And why do you think it didn't work? What does success look like for you? You're not just collecting information, you're making them realize that they need a solution. And what I typically like to do is I like to start with the problems and gather up like the different symptoms they've had and how long they've had it, move into like the more positive stuff. If granted that you do improve your energy levels, you do this, and this, what will your life look like? Because we want to go from misery to heaven technically, and then we want to yank them back to earth. So when you yank them back to earth is basically when you help them realize that, whoa, this is where they're at and this is where they can be. And then you come in with a perfect solution, which moves into phase 3, which is going to be the solution presentation. And this is where we want to build that bridge between problem, the solution, and you being the carrier that can get them there. The mistake that most people make is that they explain too much. Instead, you got to show them the transformation. So for example, right now you're struggling with X, Y, and Z, but with my system, you're going to get to this, and this, and whatever desired outcome that they told you, you're basically feeding it back to them. If you genuinely believe that your program is the way for them to get well, then this is where you just align your program with their specific goals. Phase 4 is going to be the objection handling. So when you have presented your program, your offer, obviously you will have those people who are like, yep, go ahead and take my money if you have done everything so well. But you're going to have some people that are like, I need to talk to my husband, or I need to talk to my wife, or I'm not sure if right now is the time, or they're going to have money, logistical issues. This is where price, time, and trust objections can be eliminated before they even come up. Most objections can be eliminated before they even come up. So for example, when you have preemptive handling, such as a lot of my clients are worried about investing in themselves at first until they saw the ROI in their energy, confidence, and long-term health. Or like you can have emotional resolution. And this is where you can say, if we fast forward 6 months from now and you're still stuck in the same place, how's that going to make you feel? Or you can have logical support. The cost of staying stuck is way higher than the investment in fixing it. So this is where you just have to be very creative. You can't be like a very robotic person per se. You have to have emotional intelligence and see what cues they're giving you throughout the call. Like if they've worked with different practitioners before, if they've had bad experiences, if they are a do-it-yourselfer type of a person, you want to be able to handle that before you even pitch it. And once you pitch it, then you got to do some objection handling if they come up. And phase 5 is going to be the closing. And this is going to take about 5 minutes. And this is where the biggest mistake that people make is not creating urgency. So for example, you could say something like, I only take about 3 new clients a month. Already 2 of those spots are taken. If this is something that you want to move forward with, I'll be happy to lock you in that spot. I personally don't feel that comfortable saying something like that. I say something like, for example, if the price of my program is $5,000, I say something like, the price of the program is 2 payments of $2,500 or 1 payment of $4,500 for people who take action on the call. Otherwise, like the regular pricing is $5,500 and up. So it really depends on what you feel comfortable, and when you are comfortable, then you are exuding that confidence that's needed to help you enroll more clients. What you want to do before pitching the price, you also want to provide those clear steps and get their commitment to action. So what I typically like to do is say something like, what's going to happen next is we can take care of the investment. Next up, we're going to schedule your onboarding call where we do our deep dive into your health assessment to see what's going on, give you the next steps. I'm going to give you access to school and the different platforms that we use and set you up with the different forms of communication that we have. From there on, after the onboarding call, you're going to be well on your way in restoring your health, and we're going to meet up on a bi-weekly basis. Sounds good? They're like, yeah. Any questions on that? They're going to be like, yeah, like, or no. And you can even do like alignment is really big for us when we start working with people. So with everything that I shared, do you feel like what we have can actually help you? And this is where you're getting their commitment to action. And they're like, yeah, totally. Or if they hesitate, then you know that there is something else that's going on, and you can obviously address it before moving on to the actual price. So this script works because it aligns with how people actually make buying decisions. So part 3 is going to be the implementation guide. This is how you can start using this script immediately. Number 1 is going to be preparation. Customize the script to fit your exact niche. And I have done a very thorough deep dive breakdown of our specific script that we use. Like today, I basically covered the foundations, the psychology behind it, how we use it, but the actual script is in a video in my YouTube channel. So go ahead and check that one out. Let me know if you have any questions. And as I said, you can take it verbatim, word for word, just customize it to your specific niche. And then you can build your value stack. This is where you can have a clear list of benefits that outweigh the investment. And when you're pitching, you want to say, yeah, we have 3 pillars. Pillar 1 does this, this, and this to get you this, which is benefit, and the benefit of the benefit. One of my mentors always said, never just give a benefit, always give the benefit of that benefit as well. So that's where you can say, yeah, in this pillar, this is where we do, like, for example, I'm just blurring something out, a deep dive analysis of your health, so that, usually you put a so that you know exactly what to do, you're going to be very clear, and that you know what works for your body, so that you can start healing and restoring your gut health or start losing weight within the 8-week time frame that we have together. So always attach the benefit with another benefit, and that is how you do the value stacking. And yeah, if you have like a list of common responses to common objections, and if you basically read through it, that is going to really help you out too, so that as they're coming up, you know exactly how to deal with them. Number 2 is going to be delivery. This is where you can even use AI-powered call analysis tools like Otter.io or Gong to basically track where you're losing your prospects. You can track your conversation rates and adjust based on the data that you're receiving. And this is where you can continuously optimize your questioning flow. You do not want to be fixing what is actually working, but you want to fix what's not working. A lot of health coaches are like, yeah, this is not working, so let me change everything. And that is where you can basically cost your business a lot of money, resources, energy, and it's just going to be a mess if you change up everything. Only change whatever that is not working, not the whole thing. Number 3 is going to be follow-up. So this is where you can set automated follow-ups, follow-up sequences for people who aren't ready to buy today. You can use engagement tracking to basically prioritize hot leads. You can optimize conversation strategies based on feedback. And this system ensures consistency and scalability. So using this exact framework, my closing rate jumped from barely hitting 10% all the way to ranging from 40 to 60%. And my clients, they're enrolling 2K clients, 3,500 clients, 4,500, 5K clients without using sleazy sales tactic and seeming pushy, and remaining a true health professional during the calls. No hard sells, no awkward negotiations, just authentic conversation-driven conversations. And now you have the exact blueprint too. So if you want the full high-ticket sales systems with my scripts, templates, and objection handling, drop sales in the comments and I'll send it to you. And if you're serious about mastering ethical high-ticket sales, hit the subscribe buttons, turn on the notifications, because next week I'm going to be revealing the biggest pricing mistakes that health professionals make. And remember, sales is a service when you're truly solving problems. And do not feel bad, because you're every single day, every single moment, you're either being sold to or you're selling something in your life. So it's a very natural thing. I'll see you in the next video. Let me know if you have any questions about this video down below, and I'm happy to answer them in my next ones.